every day one this and then the day is the same, just thinking, I'm sitting enjoying myself. I'm like just over this wall like this, my feet like this. A good drink, just enjoy myself. Been to the mountains. Mountains and people. Thinking how I'm gonna talk or whatever I'm doing right now. See the people. It's a strange talking. Film yourself. I've been to the mountain. And it's very nice to be at the mountain, you know that feeling when you come home and younger, you feel a bit of good feeling. I still have that feeling. And, so we get it when also when you're older, it's not like it disappears, it's actually that feeling you get when you're home again. We get it all right. You remember that feeling probably. But it's actually the stress hormones leaving our body, and release the stress hormone much better in the mountains and out in nature, and compared to you walking the street with cars and stuff in neighborhoods. Just being outside with water, a blanket, and food, just by yourself, it releases much more stress hormones. You don't need to train or anything. Still people to be like just to myself. Yeah. Anyway, today I'm thinking about, or I was just thinking that, talk a little bit about natural law. Very, if you ever heard that expression, natural law, and that is a little bit strange for some, but I believe that there is a natural law in everything, and that, you know, there are laws given by governments, and then you have laws that we learn. Many things we have a natural law that is a part of the natural, where it is where we are born into the earth through the womb, and then, you know, there's life. And when you have life, there are rules in the natural that are real, and that is part of how things work, how things is for everybody. And that a part of natural law can be, let's say you, this is a little bit why I think it's important to talk about, because we should learn about this in school and stuff. Because I think that many people are working in government, working in military, working in hospitals, work school, where rules, police, of course, and all those things. I think that the natural law is part of not learning. I need to catch up this natural law, well, because of memory phone, and I'm thinking that it's a good reason to talk about natural law, because I say that it is we don't really learn it at school. I don't think that they learn it at these stations at police, governments, and all those things, hospitals, all kinds of stuff, and especially military. And I'm gonna be a little bit quick, because I think that it's important topic, and I want to say that this is opinion, a little bit opinionated, and that's okay for me. I believe it is something that is underestimated, because of that it is so important for all creatures. At least it sounds reasonable that it should be, and I think also that it is very true, personally. So I just want to say that, and because natural law is it's all right. It's about a little bit of self, everybody in it, and I think that it's let's say a good example is that, let's say in the military you do service and then you travel, and you must know, you know, probably they know a lot, they're expert, many of them, and they don't really think these things to natural law, and that means that they are in military. Let's say there are lots of secrecy, lots of order giving, and if you don't, in war, if you don't do the order, you can end up being killed. And at least I've learned that they can lose the life, prison, all kinds of stuff, not doing the order. So that can be pressure, it can be very bad for them doing the order. So they must definitely follow order in military. They are trusted on to do order. So, but let's say they are doing their order, and then let's say they kill somebody, and then that's a father of a family. Okay, and then what if that person was not very guilty, or what if that person didn't deserve to die, or shouldn't die, or people miss that person, all kinds of stuff. Then somebody killed somebody just because of an order. And well, then the truth is that I think that then that person that shoots, that must know for a fact that that is the right thing to do if it's supposed to shoot it. Because if not, then I believe that natural law, what it happens is that at one point that person, even though it was ordered from the toughest or the highest ranked, or what from the highest ranked or whatever, even whatever creature on earth will give order to that must know that it is a right thing to do. If it is not the right thing to do, then that person that shoots have responsibility, because that person kills somebody. So that is something that can be a good explanation of what it can be, that natural law. Very simple. I don't mean to make it complicated, but that is what I really believe, that we cannot just go and shoot whatever we want, whoever, even though an order. Well, okay, order. You know what I mean? That we have an order, but I think that it is our personal responsibility that we cannot know before we know. In a way. So if we don't know if it's right, but in the military that's happened probably, if it's a war, probably every day somewhere. So I think that, okay, then we should learn that responsibility that we probably then can have for what we are doing, even though we have orders. But the people don't think that way. We think that we are doing service and we can be celebrated by a country, all kinds of stuff. But we don't really know if it was the right thing to do. And there are many people that I've seen to be in war that don't even believe in it, like I mentioned. I think that it is that just proves that there are higher probably chances that there are many of those stuff going on. And I just want to say that that is I think that it shines some awareness onto that natural law, to have some insight, and there are much things that we can learn about it. It's a little bit simple way of explaining it for me. I think it's an important topic that we should learn from where we are young, from we were young, and thinking that makes us think on our own, makes us take make choices based on our own mind, our own impact on the world, on our own emotions concerning that it's probably not difficult, probably not easy doing these things that they must go through in that military, let's say. And police also, all kinds of stuff. I can talk about lots of stuff, and I just wanted to say that this is how I wanted to say what natural law is, what it is, and that people can look up what it is, and that they can learn about it. And I think that we should learn it everywhere from we are young, and that we should, because of that it can have, or it could be that we must one day answer through other people's words, and that is kind of our hidden even though they don't have any rights here on this earth, even though they seem poor, doesn't matter. They can be loved with the whole world to somebody else. It doesn't matter. What matters is what is true. And that is what it is. If it is true, it will be very strange if it's not. Because then that's what just happens. Strongest survive. Many people believe that, and I can in some way respect it. And we must have peace. But I don't believe it's true. And that's also my right. And we all have rights. I wish you all well. Okay.